After resting here for a couple of days, it's time to shoot off down towards Iznájar, and we'll go and sleep down by the lake, just for a change up, and because I want to get back into the van, if I'm honest. So we'll head down there and spend the night there before cracking on tomorrow. Right, we're in, down at the side of the lake, literally just 10 minutes down the road from the house. Yeah, I just fancied a change of scenery, get out there here, come down. I can just open the door and let Molly out. She loves it down here. That up there is the town of Iznájar, and yeah, up there you've got a restaurant and an old nautical sort of boating yard. Yes, just so lovely down here, so quiet and peaceful as well. And then tomorrow we're away. The plan has changed slightly. I'll go into it now. Basically, once I got here, I got talking to a few people, and the visa process to come to Spain is actually, on paper, far more simpler and quicker than that of Portugal. So I'm going to go and look at a property tomorrow, some farm out in the middle of nowhere with a few acres. Not to buy it, I don't think. It's just to have a look, see what's around here. I think it's too much money for what I want to spend anyway. But yeah, I'm still looking into the visa thing, because the whole idea of Portugal was, it was always suggested that was the easiest country to get a visa for in Europe, to then remain in Europe. But by all accounts, Spain is pretty much on a par with it, if not slightly easier. And at least the administration is done a lot quicker. So I'm still exploring those avenues, but tomorrow we're going to shoot off and have a look at a property out in the country. And yeah, and then figure shit out after that. But Portugal's still on. It just means that I might stay in Spain now for a couple of weeks as opposed to just a couple of days. And why not? Not in any rush. Well, good morning. I've literally just put that on just to get a little bit of heat in here, but it's showing 10 degrees. So a little bit milder than it has been of late. She's up there looking out the back window. This place is teeming with rabbits, which of course keeps her interested. But it's a bit of a grey start this morning. But not a bad place to be, let's be honest. Yeah, well, the plan now is to get some coffee on, walk Molly around here for an hour or so, and then we're going to head off to a town about an hour north of here to go and have a look at that property, see what that's all about. I'll catch you in a bit. Yeah, so I've just made a coffee, and I'm doing this for my own benefit really, with regards to the EcoFlow. So that's from 100% stand-in start. Coffee, same as always, that size. And we're down on 98%. And yet the first time I did this in ABBA before leaving, I think it took out 7 or 8%. And actually, in some of the coffees I've made on the way down, especially when temperatures have been absolutely Baltic, it's taken 10 to 12% out of the EcoFlow. So I'm just wondering if the efficiency of the EcoFlow is affected with temperature. Like once it's been, you know, minuses on the inside. Hang on, look. Right, just back from a walk with Molly and friends. Before I was rudely interrupted, let me just finish that bit off. I'm just wondering whether the cold affects the efficiency of the EcoFlow. Having had minus big numbers, and it taking 10 or 12%. Now today on a very mild day, like I woke up, there's 10 degrees and I've just been for a walk and I'm absolutely sweating my nuts off. And I've just made a second coffee. Oh, hang on, I'll show you. There's a second coffee. And we're down on 96%. So if it stays like that, actually, this machine will do me well for a couple of weeks. Right, so we're just on our way to Fuente Toja, or Fuente Toja, don't know. It's about an hour away, and we're going to meet someone there and then go and have a look at this property. As I say, this is more just to get a feel for it, really. There are a few things that don't really work in my favour, if I'm honest. But it's good to, look, I just want to go and explore the region anyway, and that's an area I've not been to. But it's just good to get a benchmark, see what I can get for the money. It's probably more than I need, but you've got to start somewhere, hey?
Do me one more thing if you could be so kind. Drink with me, drink with me, drink with me till the morning comes. Drink with me, drink with me, drink with me till the morning comes. In the morning, we shall fly, waking up and knowing that we're alright. Raise a smile and grab a chair. Do me one more thing if you could be so fair. Drink with me, drink with me, drink with me till the morning comes. Drink with me, drink with me, drink with me till the morning comes. Anytime you feel.
Right, so that's the first viewing done. Well, the only one I've got booked actually, but it was a really good practice run. Learned so much. It was all off-grid and everything else, but it was quite old. And even though, you know, I thought it was way overvalued, apparently houses like that aren't based on the value of the property itself, because it had 4 acres, producing anywhere from 8 to 12,000 kilos of olives. Most of the value is in that and what it's capable of producing. So that was a bit of a learning thing for me, really. And it's expected to get about, just off that small bit of land, 2,000 litres of olive oil.
Drink with me till the morning comes.
Right, just stopped off very quickly to fill up with fuel, and that's the diesel A this time, for at least I found the cheapest in the area, and it was 122.9 a litre, which is fantastic actually, mega cheap compared to the UK. Right, so we're in Route at the moment, and I'm going to head back down to the lake, and then we're all meeting up for a couple of beers a little bit later. But to be honest, I'm not feeling it. A massive headache, and I think I've got the start of the flu or something. 10 months I've avoided this shit, and then yeah, I think I've got the onset of it. Stuffed up blocked nose, Gone deaf in one ear and mega sore throat and headache. But there we go. Joys of being on the road, eh? Good morning. Another morning, fine morning down at the lake at Iznájar. I'm just waiting for the early morning mist to clear, that's all. And then I'll get the drone up and take some shots of the city and the bridges, etc. We'll try to. But for now, I'm just going to take Molly out and walk her again. Just done a couple of K, but I want to do a bit more. And it looks like those two white vans, I'm going to pass by now, but it looks like the paramotoring club, so we might get some shots of those a little bit later. We'll come past it in a little bit, but that up there is the cultural centre, the Iznájar Cultural Centre, and then just to the side of it is a new bird and wildlife hide that's been created for the locals and visitors. I think she's a little bit warm, a little bit thirsty. Get on them, Oz. What a fascinating little stump in the water. It's obviously not native to that. It's probably rolled down the hill or been dragged in on high water or something. Yeah, lovely form on it though. Right, it's pretty much the end of the line, really, or end of the walk, unless you want to go scaling cliffs, which I don't quite fancy this morning. So we'll start to head back towards the town, which is now quite clear. There are some clouds still above it. It's all relative. It's still super warm at the moment. Why I've still got this jacket on, I really don't know, but I wish I didn't have it on. Yeah, and this lake at the moment is really low. It's about 20% full, and it's not been full for about 10 years. And I think that's something to do with the fact it used to be owned, if I've understood correctly, by the Iznájar, like local council or the area or whatever. But now it's owned by Seville, and a lot of it is drained out for irrigation much further down the line. So that's apparently where all the water's going, as I've been led to believe. Right, so this is the cultural centre and hide I was on about earlier. The hide being that up there, and that's the cultural centre, or translation centre, I think, something like that. Having completed all the drone work over and around the lake, I decided to move up closer to the town itself. I'd flown close there with the drone, but I was starting to lose signal and I had no sight of it at all. So in the interest of safety and not wanting to lose my drone, I decided to drive up into the town itself, so I've got more control over the flight path, etc. Hey up there. Right, after I've just finished flying the drone over and around Iznájar, and hopefully it's turned out really well. It's been a cracking day for it. We've been down at the beach all day, the beach at the side of the lake. Molly's had a really long walk. I think she's done herself in. She is absolutely shattered because she's been full sprint after rabbits and stuff for the whole walk. So yeah, we chilled out, had a bit of lunch, come back up the Caths now for an afternoon and then dinner tonight, and then we'll probably head on out to the other side of the lake, down towards the barrage, and get a few photos down there. I'll catch you in a bit. There you go. It's dark, it's early, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, it's -1 outside, and we're off to the barrage side of the lake, just to see if I can catch out in an early sort of sunrise, early morning sun, and get some drone work of it. I could have stayed there last night, but I chose to have dinner with friends and a couple of beers. Only a couple. I just didn't want to take the chance, if I'm honest. And at that time of night, I just wanted to get to bed. Well, I say that time of night, it's like 8 o'clock or something, or 8:30. But yeah, anyway, so we're driving to the west side of Iznájar Lake to the dam. we're here. Yeah, still twilight, so I'm going to get a coffee on, wait for the sun to start to rise and try and get some photos, and then we'll get the drone up then over the dam. Right, the coffee mission is complete and we've got some light now. Sun not still fully up yet, but this is where we are, right at the edge of the Iznájar Dam. It's probably got a proper name, but Iznájar Dam will do, or Iznájar Lake Dam will do. But that's it down there. We'll take a proper look a little bit later. Alright, so this is the front wall of the dam. I'm just going to head out with Molly now. It's absolutely Baltic on that wind. Alright, so just for reference, that hill on the other side of the lake, so this one here, halfway down there you've got the White Tower, and then up on top there is where the 3 crosses are and where we scattered Paul's ashes. Oh, look what I can see just peeping through. Bloody hell. How this cold can go and do one. She's non-stop. So many rabbits here. There we go. So beautiful and peaceful here. I'm not sure this will pick it up too well, but yeah, down there in the distance you've got the town or village of Iznájar. As water is really low at the moment, I think I've already mentioned it, but you can just see, where is it? There, just some ruin that's now exposed. Well, after the mad the mad popularity of this place a little bit earlier, it's now decidedly quiet and there's just me again. So I'm going to head off now to the garage near Iznájar, Magadias, and they've got an outside power hose type thing, and I'm going to give the van a good scrub because it needs it, because it's hardly green anymore. It's just bits of brown and dust and shit. So yeah, I'm going to treat it to a wash. There you go. That's about it. That's what we're doing. Catch you in a bit. Friends on her way with coins. I've got no cash on me, and that machine's coin only. Oh, look at that! Not perfect, but she's much, much better than she was. I had to turn it around because neither the lance nor the brush would reach. Cool. There we go. €5 all in all. Yeah, €1 at a time for different washes. Cool. Good morning. Well, we find ourselves here at the lake again, and such a glorious, glorious sunrise. Bitterly cold though on the hands. It's not quite 0, but it does feel really cold. And this has just been such a fantastically quiet, out of the way place, undisturbed. Busy on the weekend with paragliders, etc., and fishermen and families. But other than that, it was... oh, let me go the other ways. There you are. If I've learnt nothing else, it's a little bit about lighting. Yeah, it's been an incredible, incredible spot. However, as all good things on this journey, you know, it's got to come to an end at some point, and that point is today. I'm going to do a little bit more around here in the area, but I think I've probably done enough now from Iznájar to call this one an episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you've seen, but I've really enjoyed my stay here. But I think we're going to push south now, go and have a look around Granada, and then slowly hop on over towards Portugal. But we'll take our time, meander along the way. Thanks ever so much for watching. Thank you for the subscribes, the likes, the comments. And until the next one, I'll catch you then. Bye bye.